Welcome to Public Wire, your #1 source for small cap market news. A secondary market has quietly blossomed for Telegram's yet to be issued tokens. Between over-the-counter desks, sales on small cryptocurrency exchanges, and at least one investment fund, opportunities to buy the tokens known as grams before the blockchain's October 31st launch date are not hard to find. But there's a catch. Investors who bought the Telegram's $1.7 billion offering in February and March of 2018 are not allowed to sell or pledge their tokens any way before the launch. The original purchase agreement says that if an investor disposes of his future tokens before Telegram Open Network, or TON, is live, the allocation can be canceled. In other words, there's a risk that investors buying these tokens in secondary trades won't ever get them. All this is happening as the deadline for launching TON approaches. According to the token purchase agreement obtained by CoinDesk, the network has slated to launch no later than October 31st of this year. If it doesn't, the company founded by Russian entrepreneur Pavel Durov will have to refund the $1.7 billion raised in the sale, minus development expenses. The World Bank has issued a secondary round of its landmark blockchain bonds. The international financial institution raised another 50 million Australian dollars, 33.8 million US, by selling the blockchain-operated debt instrument bonds.The, according to Commonwealth Bank of Australia, CommBank, which managed the sale directly with RBC Capital Markets and TD Securities. Both new and existing investors participated, CommBank said. All told, the World Bank has issued 160 million Australian dollars, 108 million US, of these bonds, which run on a private version of the Ethereum blockchain. It is the first bond created, allocated, transferred, and managed through its life cycle using distributed ledger technology, according to CommBank. Valens Groworks Corp, OTCQX VGWCF, a vertically integrated provider of industry-leading extraction products and services, including a diverse suite of extraction methodologies, next-generation cannabinoid delivery formats, and an ISO 17025 accredited analytic lab, has qualified to trade on the OTCQX Best Market. Valens Groworks Corp upgraded to the OTCQX from the OTCQB Venture Market. CityView Green Holdings Inc., OTCQB lrzzf, CityView Green Holdings Inc., wholly owned subsidiary, has made an application for a cannabis license through Health Canada under the Cannabis Act. The company's aim is to become a vertically integrated cannabis company focused on seed to retail. The company's business will incorporate growing, extraction, production, and retail. Once legalized, the company also expects to produce edible products, distillates, and water-soluble products for the beverage market. In addition, the company's subsidiary owns a 19.9% stake in a privately retail-focused cannabis company, Bud Hut Inc., with access to retail store licenses in Alberta and other cannabis retail opportunities across Canada. Pioneer Energy Services Corp, OTCQX PESX, a provider of contract land drilling, well servicing, wireline, and coiled tubing services, has qualified to trade on the OTCQX Best Market. Pioneer Energy Services Corp previously traded on the New York Stock Exchange. Two Rivers Water and Farming Company, OTCQB TURV, which acquires, manages, and develops the infrastructure of various agricultural industries, including water rights and hemp, clarifies its press release dated August 19, 2019, announcing that Sandro Pinnacone, as the company's executive director, and Two Rivers' planned acquisition of UST Mexico, Inc. The appointment of Sandro Pinnacone to the Two Rivers management team will be effective after the closing of the acquisition of UST, not immediately as the prior release implied. The UST acquisition is currently at the due diligence stage and has not yet closed. If the acquisition of UST occurs, Mr. Pinacone is expected to take primary responsibility for all the company's hemp operations, including UST Mexico, as well as the farming, extraction, and consumer products business from the Vikasa acquisition. Generex Biotechnology, OTCQB GNBT, announced that the company has identified a public development stage company that is fully reporting and current on its filings with the SEC and the DTC eligible that will serve as a vehicle for the spin-out of its subsidiary, New Generex Immuno-Oncology, as a separate public company. Generex is in final negotiations to retain a controlling interest of the outstanding shares of the acquisition target and expects to complete the contracts and file a Super 8K in the coming weeks. Generex and its shareholders who have received the 1-to-4 NGIO dividend will initially hold 100% of the NGIO shares following the acquisition, which will set the stage for the subsequent planned merger with Curaleaf. Curaleaf Holdings Inc. OTCQX CURLF, a leading vertically integrated cannabis operator in the United States, today announced that it completed the acquisition of Glendale Greenhouse, a vertically integrated cannabis business in Arizona. The signing was announced earlier on June 27, 2019. The dispensary will be rebranded as Curaleaf. Glendale Greenhouse operates a 20,000 square foot multi-level cultivation center capable of producing 3,600 pounds of flower annually. Its 1,500 square foot dispensary, located directly off the Agua Fria freeway with 90,000 cars passing daily, can be expanded to nearly 5,000 square feet. The facility also operates a state-of-the-art CO2 extraction lab and a kitchen, which is already producing various edible lines such as mints, gummies, brownies, and ice cream, with additional products expected to launch later this year. Alltemp Inc., OTC Pink LTMP, a manufacturer of proprietary environment-friendly refrigerants designed to deliver significant energy and financial savings, announced the successful results of its first trial tests in India and a critical partnership agreement with Vikasa Holdings to accelerate market penetration. The tests using Alltemp's drop-in refrigerant technology were carried out at the Gujarat manufacturing plants of Zadis Kadia, a leading Indian pharmaceutical company. At the Zadis Kadila plant in Valladolid, Gujarat, Alltemp's proprietary refrigerant delivered significant savings on 2 separate installations. On a package of HVAC system, Zadis has documented sustained energy savings of 23% over the past year. On the second installation, a brine chiller unit, Alltemp refrigerant delivered even greater energy savings ranging from 28% to 40% across different process payload temperatures. Alltemp Inc. CEO Bill Lopshire expressed enthusiasm over the introduction of the company's sustainable refrigerant technology into the large Indian market. Lopshire stated, "We are excited to have begun a relationship with companies like Zadis Kadila, and especially to help them become greener while also delivering savings for their bottom line. This is just the beginning of what I'm confident will be a long journey in this exciting market." The installations were facilitated through a partnership agreement with Vikasa Holdings, a U.S. company dedicated to investing in cutting-edge distributed infrastructure technologies that can be deployed in India and other large emerging markets. Sonasoft Corp, OTCQB SSFT, a leader in innovative AI and data management solutions, and Predictly, a Silicon Valley-based data innovation and robotic process automation, RPA company, today announced a wide-ranging partnership to drive convergence of 2 of the most significant new technologies affecting markets today, AI and RPA. A key outcome of the partnership will be the acceleration of intelligent process automation, IPA, technologies and solutions that McKinsey & Company has identified as one of the approaches and capabilities that will drive the next generation operating model for the digital world. Through the partnership, Predictly will leverage the unique cognitive intelligence capabilities of Sonosoft's new Gene AI platform to both add cognitive intelligence to Predictly's existing RPA bots and create entirely new intelligent process automation bots, a new generation of software robots that can perform both cognitive and rule-based tasks. Predictly will also license Sonosoft's new Gene AI platform to power Predictly's AI cloud. Hemacare Corporation, OTCQX HEMA, a global leader and trusted brand in the customization of human-derived biologic products and services for biomedical research, drug discovery, and cellular process development, today announced operational highlights and financial results for the 6 months ended June 30th, 2019. Product and services revenue growth was primarily due to customized cell isolation, processing, and cryopreservation specialized collection of leukopaks and mobilized peripheral blood. No revenues have been attributed to GMP clean room operations, although sub $500,000 of clean room one-time only startup costs were incurred during the reporting period. For the 6 months, total revenues of $19.5 million compared to $13.1 million for the 6 months ended June 30th, 2018, representing an increase of $6.4 million or approximately 49%. Gross profit for the 6 months of $10.2 million or 53% of net revenues compared to $7.4 million or 57% of net revenues for the 6 months ended June 30th, 2018. The decrease in year-over-year margin is attributed to Hemacare's new facility relocation and resulting increased depreciation and amortization of property and equipment and one-time only GMP-related clean room startup costs. Trucept Inc., OTC Pink, TREP, a leader in providing marketing, accounting, and human resources services, has published its second quarter results for 2019. It reports a gross profit of $1.1 million, an increase of about 30%. The company earned a net profit of approximately $177,000 for the period ending June 30th, an increase of 41% from the prior quarter. CEO Norman Tipton said, Trucept continues to negotiate disputed liabilities and has successfully reduced them by approximately $2.6 million for a net income increase of about 37% from the previous quarter. Thanks for joining us for another weekly roundup of OTC market news. Be sure to check out publicwire.com and subscribe to our blog with all the newest OTC news and announcements. I'm your host, Duke Hillinger. See you next week.